Thanks so much for tuning in. Today I have my April melting basket. I can't believe that I'm already doing this for April. I've literally waited until the last day to make this video. So, with that being said, I have only a few from March. I mostly stuck to what was in my basket for March. I did branch out and try things just a little bit that weren't in my basket, but I'm really going to try my hardest to just stick to what's in the basket and to actually try to melt up more products for April, because I just haven't felt the greatest, and melting wax has been the last thing on my mind. I've also had really bad migraines and have been getting really sick just smelling wax. So it's kind of put me in a damper mood of just what's the point if I'm not feeling well. But I'm going to try to just push through it as much as possible to melt some wax. I have so much I'm still trying to get used up. I haven't talked about it, but I've been on a no-buy since February the 4th is when I made my decision to go on a no-buy. At that point, I had some orders from January that were ready to ship that I'd placed, and then I had some pre-orders that I was waiting on at that point in time. I don't remember how many exactly, and I never made a video, so it doesn't help to know that I don't know exacts. But after I started my no-buy, I purchased one loaf, and it was in Lizzie from Britta's Creepy Treasures, and that was the only exception that I had made. After that, that was it. And thankfully she did offer it in her latest pre-order, which was sometime in February, like the end of February, I think. But all that to say, I have been just working on using up what I already have, and have dabbled a little bit into the products that I chose from the round robin. My first initial goal was 3 to 5 months for a no-buy, and I think that I figured out that would put me at the end of July. Yeah. And I just decided, I'm probably going to end up extending that out probably until fall, just to try to get things used up. And because I haven't been melting as much, I haven't used up as much and still have a ton of stock. I don't want to try to melt up everything in my collection, but I want to make a significant dent in like how many drawers I empty out. So I haven't quite figured out what I want to do is like how many drawers I want to empty out, but I definitely want to get my collection to like only the vendors I really want and only one drawer. I don't want to have it overspill into 2 drawers. I still am thinking about purchasing from new vendors, and I have some vendors in mind that I want to stick with. I haven't finalized everything yet for like what I really, really want to do, but I know I won't purchase from as many vendors when I do start back. All that to say, I have a lot going on as far as how much is in my collection, and I really am trying to hone it down and use up some of these are honestly cooler month scents. I think most of them are, but I just kind of, I melt based off of how I feel and not the season. So sometimes I do melt colder weather scents in the warmer weather months. Doesn't always work out though. Sometimes obviously feeling something that smells like lemon or smells like clean laundry, and I may just not have that in my basket. So yeah, going to do my best so just to stick with what I've got. Next month for sure, I want to try some, warmer month scents and try to get some cooler month scents used up next month too, but not many. I don't go by like any type of melting challenge or anything like that, just because I just have so much that I'm trying to get used up for, like, from the cooler months. So yeah, anyways, all that to say, here we are. And without further ado, I've cleared out my basket. I'm ready to start talking about what I've picked for April. The first one is Feed the Birds, which is flannel, roasted pine cones, patchouli, and warm sandalwood. I don't remember these, so I am going to be sniffing them. It smells mostly like flannel with a little bit of pine cone, some patchouli, rainbow melt, strawberry pine cones, fresh picked strawberries, and vanilla pine cones. It doesn't have that like overly pine coney scent or anything. There is a depth to the scent, but I think this one can be passed off for like the warmer months. Mary Clean, sugared spruce, cranberry, and fresh linen from Rainbow Melts. I was about to say flesh. I don't know why. You get the cranberry for sure. Really pretty. Linen is there. I don't get any spruce. That's actually a really nice scent. I love that cranberry in there. That is so, it's like a mouth-watering type cranberry. From The Pharmacist's Daughter is Career Woman, pink sugar, blue sugar, and cashmere plum. It's the cashmere plum that's throwing me off, because it's just not one that I smell a lot. It has some depth there. I don't smell any sugar. Like, all I get is the cashmere plum. From Rainbow Melts, Almost Winter, balsam, cedar, fireside embers, and cashmere sweater. It has a nice sweet note there. Almost like a floral. It's definitely different. It must be the cashmere. Obviously, it has depth there. It's very clean, too. So you could almost pass this off as like a clean laundry scent, honestly. From The Pharmacist's Daughter is Agape, which is lemon iced cookies. Yum. Love lemon. Blueberry muffin. Love blueberry. Cuppy cake and cream cheese frosting. The cuppy cake is very heavy. I smell a little lemon and a little blueberry. The cream cheese frosting is probably just there for like added sweetness. It's not something that I can necessarily like point out and say, yep, that's cream cheese frosting. Rainbow Melts Buddy the Elf Diet, frosted sugar cookies, sweet marshmallow, and maple syrup. Very sweet. The maple syrup is definitely at the forefront. And I really don't grab anything else but just maple syrup, honestly. Rainbow Melts pink pine cones, pink sugar, pink chiffon, and vanilla frosted pine cones. It has mostly the pine cones scent there. I don't smell pink chiffon or pink sugar. It's sweet, but I think that really just comes from the vanilla frosted pine cones. From Rainbow Melt, Strawberry Fluff and Fold, Strawberry and Dryer Sheets, a snuggle and downy type. It's like a sweet, it's super sweet strawberry. But then you get the downy. And you know, downy is very deep. Butt Naked. I'm sure I can find the scent notes. To me, I get like some type of grape candy. My husband was saying Laffy Taffy. It just smells like something I've had before, but I cannot put my finger on what it is. The Pharmacist's Daughter Lime Buttercream Cake, White Cake, Buttercream Frosting, Key Lime, and Cotton Candy Frosting. I'm not a overly lime person. Even with key lime, like it's gotta be just the right scent. This one smells like Sprite, like heavy lime Sprite. From The Pharmacist's Daughter is Halloween Cookies, which is pumpkin cookie crunch, vanilla bean, cinnamon, sugar, butter, and vanilla waffle cone. I don't get any pumpkin. I don't get vanilla bean. I just get like a cinnamon sugar scent. I have 2 bars here from last month. The first one is from Knoll's Farm Scents, and it is 'Tis the Season, which is green tart, juicy apple, cranberry, cinnamon, and vanilla. Very holiday forward. Very cinnamon apple type. There was a store that used to be in the mall, a farm store with apples and red, and that smells just like that store. Junkie Monkey Wax Mouse. This one was also from my March Melting Basket. Tea with blackberry. It's very nice tea scent. Kind of smells like an Earl Grey tea, but I could be wrong. This is the last of my chopped up Southbound wax cakes. The rest of my Southbound wax cakes are not chopped up. Pumpkin cake batter. I think I've like brought it in and out of my melting baskets and then decided against it and come back to it. Pumpkin, ginger, allspice, cinnamon, brown sugar, nutmeg, molasses, yellow cake batter, and vanilla frosting. I get allspice, cinnamon, brown sugar, nutmeg, and a little molasses. Probably the vanilla frosting too, but it's not a good vanilla frosting. Like, it's not a desirable vanilla scent. From Swanky Candle Co. Falling in Love, Cozy Mittens, Strawberry Pound Cake, Birthday Cake, Sugar Cookie, Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Vanilla Bean Noel. I got this purely for the fact that it has pumpkin pecan waffles, as that is one of my favorite oils. It still smells mostly like pumpkin pecan waffles with a little bit of strawberry pound cake in there. From Vintage Chic Scents, this is Sweet Baby Victoria, lemon, lavender, marshmallow, and shortbread cookies. This has a little bit more of a springy vibe to it to me. It's heavy on the lemon and lavender. It's mostly lemon though. The lavender is there, and it's an herbal lavender scent. CQ handcrafted wax melts. I really wanted to get this used up because it's a chopped one. It's You're a Mean One, which is Chinese almond cookies layered with a house blend of toasted pistachios, whipped pistachio cream, sweet bakery dough, oatmeal raisin cookie, and buttercream. I mean, you can smell the pistachio. It's not overly done. You can smell like the sweet bakery note in there. A vendor I've never tried before, but I'm giving 2 of my little breakaway bars from her a chance. This is from the Melt Stash. This first one is Demeter, which is Cracklin' Birch, Cocoa Butter, Cashmere, Pink Sugar, and Bum Bum. You can smell the Cracklin' Birch and the Bum Bum. Mostly the Cracklin' Birch though. It's kind of got a masculine vibe to it. And then the other one is Lover Boy. If I can find scent notes, I will put it on the video. Very masculine. Used up 3 squares and didn't go back and use the rest. This is Second and Spruce. Cheers to the new year, which is Prosecco, pear, lychee, and vanilla. I was obsessed with this scent and was kicking myself that I didn't get more. She offers it again. I'll definitely get more. It's so pretty. And I don't know how to explain this, but it smells like really expensive shampoo. You definitely get this like pear champagne vibe. Southbound Loads of Laundry, Lily of the Valley, Violet, Lavender, Gardenia, and Amber Snuggle Fabric Softener type. Of course, you know, it smells really pretty and clean. Lavender and Speckles, Mrs. Claus Christmas Cookies, Iced Oatmeal, Ice Cream Scoop Bread, crystallized ginger, nutmeg and spice, cardamom, and cream. I think this one was also from last month too. And the Southbound one. You get the oatmeal vibe for sure. A little bit of ginger. From the Candle Nurse, this is Wasteland, which is sour cherry, saffron, osmanthus, olive, apricot, and wood smoke. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Wood smoke. The heaviest. It almost has like a leather vibe to it. I don't know. Also from the Candle Nurse is Times the Thief of Memory, lavender buds, clary sage, warm leather, tonka bean, vanilla, orris, cashmere, and amber. You get the lavender for sure, and the sage. It's super herbally. It's not bad though, especially having leather in it. And then the last one, I knew I needed to get used up when I found that it had started leaking out of the bag into my drawer. Of course it's not contained properly because I don't have any of those bags. This one was a loaf from Candles by Victoria from an order I'd placed a while back. And it is basically like a waste knot type of loaf where multiple scents are poured in here. That is all of my April melting basket. If you stuck around till the end, thank you so much for listening to all my rambling and for watching my videos, and I'll catch y'all all in my next one. Bye everyone.